Hello and welcome to Day 2 of Blitz Week for the Enrollment Survey. Today we will take a closer look at Section 1 and the Migrant Education Program.
Section 1 of the Enrollment Survey contains Student Information and Privacy Statement, Right to Translation and Interpretation Services, as well as Communication Preferences. 2 questions that screen for potential eligibility for Title I Part C Migrant Education, and 1 question that screens for potential eligibility for McKinney-Vento Homeless. It is important to remember that Section 1 of the Enrollment Survey is administered at initial enrollment and each year during annual registration. This is because of factors that can change this information each year for our students and families, such as housing status, high mobility, temporary or seasonal agricultural work, or changes in communication preferences. Here is a closer look at the Student Information and Privacy Statement at the top of Section 1 of the Enrollment Survey. The Student Information and Privacy Statement must be completed for all students upon first-time enrollment in South Carolina Public Schools and during annual registration. Remember that the student information must be copied over to Section 2 in order to populate the Title III Part A Home Language Survey as well.
Does this question look familiar? That is because it is found on the Home Language Survey to indicate a family's preference for communication with the school. Previously, this was question number 4 on the Home Language Survey. It is now located on Section 1 of the Enrollment Survey, and therefore will be updated annually or whenever a family would like to update their preferences for communication. All families have the right to information about their students' education in a language they understand. An interpreter or translated documents must be provided by the district free of charge when needed. It is important to note that some families may need support in making this information accessible to their needs. The Enrollment Survey is available in English, Spanish, Russian, Vietnamese, Mandarin, Portuguese, Arabic, Gujarati, Tagalog, and Hindi.
The Migrant Education Program, or MEP, portion of the Enrollment Survey contains 2 yes or no questions. These screening questions are based on the 2 main eligibility factors of the MEP, including mobility from at least one school district to another, and previous or current agricultural work. The images exist to support our families who may be pre-literate. However, we understand that it may not be possible to include these images in a district's online enrollment or registration platform. Therefore, it's also always important to assist families and students in the enrollment process by explaining such questions in languages that they can understand.
All data from the Enrollment Survey are entered in the top section of the South Carolina Student Information tab. You will learn more about a PowerSchool crosswalk included in the guidance document on Day 5. This crosswalk, along with the PowerSchool manual, will assist with all PowerSchool coding.
The MEP Enrollment Survey questions have specific fields to capture responses in PowerSchool. The corresponding PowerSchool indicators are qualifying family move and qualifying occupation, respectively. Each of these fields are cleared out each year, given that Section 1 of the Enrollment Survey is administered annually. There are no immediate steps required by the district after MEP Enrollment Survey fields are entered into PowerSchool. MEP state recruiters will conduct an eligibility interview with the family of any student or youth who has yes indicated for either qualifying family move or for qualifying occupation fields in PowerSchool. Those students who are eligible will be included in the subsequent quarterly migrant eligibility report sent to district Title I Part C coordinators. Districts must then code students as migrant in PowerSchool in accordance with the quarterly report. Remember, all migratory students are categorically eligible for Title I Part A services and free and reduced lunch.
Let's take a minute to review what you learned. Question 1. When is Section 1 administered? Question 2. How often can language preferences be updated? Question 3. Where is the data from the Enrollment Survey recorded? Did you get your answers correct? Answer 1. Section 1 of the Enrollment Survey is administered at initial enrollment and each year during annual registration. Answer 2. Language preferences are updated annually or whenever a family would like to update their preferences for communication. You will learn more on Day 5 about how a family can update their language preferences in the middle of a school year. And answer 3. All data from the Enrollment Survey are entered in the top section of the South Carolina Student Information tab.
On this slide, you will find contact information for our South Carolina Migrant Education Program staff. Please feel free to reach out to any of us if you are in need of assistance.